What's up guys, and welcome back to another video for me, and today we're going to be doing another build and tune for you all. And the car we're going to be using is the car you can see briefly on screen. It's the Mclaren MP4 12C, I think it is. I think I've actually remembered the name of something, which is a bonus. But yeah, this is the car we're going to be doing. Now the reason why I chose this car, it wasn't originally one on the list I had to do. But the paint job that's on it is one of my subscribers did this. It's the Titanfall mixed in with some of my S2 logos as well, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. It's probably one of the best liveries I've seen. So I'm going to show you guys where you can download this as well, because it looks absolutely awesome. But yeah, this is the car we're going to be doing, and what I'm trying to focus on now is some A-class cars, because I haven't, I think I've done like 2 building tunes for A-class cars, so we could definitely do with a few more of those. So this car would have been quite easy to put into S-class, but in A-class you haven't got a lot of room to add upgrades to it, so to try and do that and make it a good car as well has been quite difficult, so hence this video being slightly later than I said for Forza Friday. It's now Forza Sunday, 2 days late, but the good point is you've got less days you have to wait for the next one. So yeah, this is a car. I'm just going to show you around, show you some of the paint job, some of the work on the paint on it. As I said, it looks absolutely awesome. It's fairly minimalistic in parts, and then other parts it just looks absolutely awesome. Got the big S2 logo on top as well, and a few down the side, so he's nice enough to put these on. He's also done another Integra livery as well, which I'm hoping he's going to put up on the storefront so we can download, and I'll obviously give you the links to that as well. But I highly recommend you guys go and check this guy out, because his painting is absolutely top notch. But yeah, this car is going to be in A-class, still rear wheel drive and everything. We haven't got anything crazy with it, but I'll just show you where you guys can get the paint from as well. So that's one you want. It's the creator is AXT Tempest. You can see his name on the left hand side of the screen, but I highly recommend you guys can download it, because it looks absolutely mental. So there we go, that's where you can get the paint from. So you guys head off now, download that quickly after you buy the car, and then get ready to follow this building tune step by step. Right then, so what we're going to do first, as I said before, we didn't have a lot of stuff to do on this, but it's still being an A-class and still trying to be competitive. But we'll start with the engine swaps. And the engine swap we've got on this is the stock powertrain swap, so we haven't done anything with the engine wise. Drivetrain is still rear wheel drive, so we haven't done anything with that either. We'll whack out the conversions and we'll move on to engine upgrades. Air filter is stock, fuel system is stock as well, ignition is stock, exhaust is sport, so it does sound a little bit racier, cams are stock, valves are stock as well, displacement is stock, pistons and compression are stock as well, twin turbo is stock, intercooler as always will be stock, and the flywheel on this one is the race flywheel, so it's something a little bit different because I don't usually use the race flywheel on this, but that's what I've gone with on this build. Platform and handling, brakes are the race brakes, springs and dampers are race, roll cage is stock. I decided not to add any of that on. I mean, you can add it on, but it adds £44 and it takes PI down too as well, so if you want to try and add a little bit more power to it, you can add that, and then obviously add a little bit more power. If any of you guys do that, let me know how you get on and what you changed. And the weight reduction, I do usually go with race weight reduction, but you can see we'll way into S-class. So with this one, it's just the stock weight reduction. Drivetrain next. Clutch is stock as always. Transmission is the race transmission. Driveline is stock, although having a look at it again, we can actually add the race driveline, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Always forget to look at that one. See, that's a good point. Sometimes you can get to A700, but then sometimes you can still add this and it doesn't take you any more PI up, so make sure you check that out as well. Drivetrain is race, the drivetrain differential is the race differential. Tyres and rims, tyre compound is the stock tyre compound, so we haven't changed anything on this at all. Again, if you had any other tyre compounds, it puts us into S-Class, so we've got to stick with the stock ones. Tyre width is stock front, and tyre width rear is stock rear as well. Let's not back out of that. See, I think the rims on this are the stock rims. Yep, stock rims on this, so you can't upgrade the rim size at all. Aero and appearance, front bumper is the race bumper, and the wing will be the race rear wing as well. So that should be the build and tune completed, and you should be at A700. And I'll just see if we can see what stats we've got for it as well. 7.4, 5.3, 9, 8.8, 5.7 with 600 horsepower or just over, weighing around 3,000 pounds. So now we've done that, we'll have a look at the tune that we've got in this. So tyre pressure front and rear are 28. Gearing, you can see on screen, is 3.31, 4, 2.8, 2.14, 1.71, 1.38, 1.16 and 0.98. You've got 7 gears on this one as well, so I think this is the first 7 gear car that I've tuned, but obviously you only get to 7th on the fastest tracks, but it's nice to know you've got it so you don't top out at all. Alignment, front camber is minus 1.6 with rear camber being minus 2.2. Front toe is 0, rear toe is negative 0.2, and the front caster angle is 6.2 to go with it. Anti-roll bars, front is 16.9, rear is 20.8. Springs, front are 749.5 and rear are 846.9. Ride height is 3.8 and 2.7, so not all the way to the deck this time, we've got a little bit of ride height on it. Damping, 7.9 and 7.6. Bump is 4.8 and 4.2. Aero is maxed out at 207 for the front and 357 for the rear. Brake is 48% and 100% for the braking pressure. Obviously you guys can set those up however you feel free, and if you make any improvements feel free to leave it in the comment section below as well. Let me know what changes you made and I'll give it a test. Differential is 42% and 46%. So that's the build and tune. You should have the benchmark stats on the left. 0 to 60 takes just over 3 seconds, and it's supposedly good for just under 100 or just under 200 miles an hour. So there you go guys, that's the build and tune for the McLaren. As always, I'll be interested to hear from you guys which track you think this car is best suited for. I've tried it on a fair few and it seems to be a good general overall track car. I'm not really suited for one track more than the other, it's just a general purpose one that seems to do pretty well on all the tracks. But yeah, mainly the reason I did this one was for the paint, because it was an awesome paint, and I wanted to do a tune for it as well, and hopefully do the paint justice for it. So there you go guys, that's the build and tune for the Mclaren MP4 12C. I've remembered the name again. Yeah guys, so go and build it, tune it, take it out for a race, let me know you get on, and let me know what you thought. So there you go guys, got Titanfall Tuesday video coming up this Tuesday hopefully. I'm going to play a little bit more of that. Going to have a few videos popping up during the week as well. We've got the red versus blue, which is a supercar shootout this week, so that'll be pretty awesome. So yeah, it's a longer video than they usually do, but hopefully you guys will find that quite interesting and fun to watch. So then until my next video guys, have fun and I'll see you all soon.